Welcome to my No Man's Sky Permadeath series, and here we are, guys. We're up on the hangar deck of my freighter, and in the last part I finally got my 24 slot multi-tool. You can see here it's an A class. We've got a lot of scanner range, and I'm kind of half thinking maybe I might reduce this down, but we'll see how it goes. I've got one slot left in here, and what I would like to do is use that as a combat amplifier, because I think combat's probably more important with mining. I've also now tricked out and I've added the homing grenade. And in this part, what I want to do is just carry on where I left off in the last part. We've got a mission to do here. I think if I can find it, with locating a missing person, we're going to do that. We're just going to jump in and we're just going to do this mission, and then we're going to go to a new system and see if we can snag some more technology, and then we're going to take it from there and see how it goes. Actually, there's a moon behind there, and just going to scan that. I missed it. That's just a hot planet. Okay, so we've got cold and hot. Yeah, so I thought we'll push on and maybe find a Korvax system, because I'm starting to get the feeling that I've got the maximum of techs now associated with multi-tools and the keen systems, so maybe we need to branch out a little bit and actually see what we can find in the other tech levels. And so I think maybe we'll switch to Korvax, because we're back now to, I think this is the base we visited the last time. Go over here and grab this Tron Vapor, that could be useful. And it's gonna fascination bead. And what was we? Nice convergence cube. Certainly a lot of goodies stashed on this trading station. Okay, two ships coming in at the same time. Actually, it's quite cool, actually. Somebody did leave a comment, I don't know if it's in the last video or the video before, that I should hang around a bit more on trading stations and see what ships come in. Apologies, I can't remember who actually left that comment. Big thank you, guys, for all your comments and feedback. I'm very much appreciated. And wow, also, okay, that's gonna be useful. Yeah, but it is very much appreciated, all comments and feedback. And I think it was Fork in the Road who actually brought my attention to the fact that it's not going to be long for this series is going to get its first birthday. Yeah, it seems incredible that I've been doing one continuous No Man's Sky for 5 weeks short of a year. If someone had told me when I started out doing this Permadeath series that it was going to be over a year long, because I definitely want to keep it going to, I think it's around the 18th of August, which would then officially make it a year. We'll just grab this. It's actually 5 minutes away. Yeah, getting to around August the 18th would officially make this the longest series I've ever done on my channel. In fact, I think it's the longest continuous gameplay I've done for a very long time. And in fact, I think to match this as a continuous series, I would have to go back to some of my very long Civilization games, but I don't think even any of those lasted a year. Wow, ships coming in. Yeah, the elephant in the room is the fact that the release date for the next update is rapidly approaching. Oops. Ah, come off it, game. Bit overeager there, wasn't I? Okay. And we've got to grab this on through. Time, we've got 4 minutes. Maybe one day I will do one of these and actually do it on foot and see what happens when the timer runs out. And I think we'll just get straight in and do this. That ship that's following me. So in we go. So I'm just going to talk to this guy. Client sort pinpoint, person of particular interest. I found submit transaction, transmit location. I transmit the location of my target. The client will be responsible for what they do with this information. Mission agent. Building up crud in my. Yep. Well, that certainly. Starship. Oh, I think that can actually go to the starship. I can go to the freighter. I can go to the capacity. I think that could probably go to the high capacity. Well, yeah, I've got a bit low on thallium. Well, and where this turns out to be a better 24 slot. Okay. It's like buses, isn't it? Wait ages for one to come along, and then another one comes along just as quick. That's 1% better. I'm not going to go through all the pain of stripping this out and rebuilding this just for 1% on the scanner. Maybe a couple of percent on damage or mining. I mean, if this had been 5 or 10% maybe, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe if I get a really cool looking one, I'll do that. Let's see. And get a graph. Buy item. If we got any chrysonite in here, give me a bit of a shortcut. No. And make the bypass chip. That. Oops, because my thermic shield got very low. Hadn't noticed that. Suspension fluid. Okay, always wanted suspension fluid. And I suppose I'm gonna have to talk about it, guys. All the speculation and channels have woken up with respect to Waking Titan. That's like a waddling duck there. A duck. Bipedal. I suppose you could call it. Almost like a turkey, doesn't it? Those guys. Hello. Yeah, I think you need to go on a diet, mate. It's almost like a bird that's lost all its feathers. Anyway, about this. One piece of iron. Hopefully that would be 25, I suppose that's okay. Yeah, as I was saying, guys, Waking Titan has woken up, and their Hello Games are requesting a big thank you to Spatsu for bringing this to my attention. He left a comment saying that Hello Games are now asking people to send locations of what they've been seeing, wonderful things they saw, mainly in the Euclid Galaxy, and they're collecting those locations. And as he quite rightly pointed out, that is definitely confirms what we've all suspected, is that when the update comes out, which will be pretty soon, there is going to be a galaxy reset, which is, as I say, not completely unexpected. It's going to be a pain in the neck, and the fact that Hello Games are asking people to collect memories, I'm pretty sure that as many people have observed, I did sit in on one of Cobra's streams, and I think they're getting completely out there over it, that it's going to be a major reset. I don't think it's going to be, I mean, we had a reset with I'm sure it was the Foundation update back, well over a year ago, and I think it's going to be a little bit more than the Foundation update. and so I can almost guarantee it's probably going to affect our bases, which is going to be a little bit unfortunate because, as I say, I spent a lot of time working on my base, and well, it could get ruined. But then again, if it gets ruined, we'll just find another planet, and that'll give us something else to do on top of any new changes that come in. And I think we have to accept that for Hello Games to deliver what people expect in the way of multiplayer, that they can't just roll it out on top of the existing game. I think that's had to be a given. Yep, so quantum processor, and I click that. I've got one. Okay, thank you. Browse missions. Eliminate advanced Sentinels. Well, we're certainly going to take that before we leave. Planetary harvester, flora, nanites. I don't think we need anything else. I think we're on now, guys. Yeah, so the galaxy is going to be reset. Hopefully we're going to get lots of new lore. As I've said many times before, I will be starting a new playthrough. It's probably going to be survival as opposed to permadeath. I want the challenge, but at the same time I want to be a bit more relaxed than I've been in this Let's Play, because I've been kind of thinking about it, and I think part of the downside of doing permadeath is the fact that this series has gone a lot slower with some of the game elements because I wasn't trying to take any risks. And it's only in the last, well, month or 5-10 parts I've started to relax a bit, because I now feel I've got everything upgraded, so I can afford to take chances like going over the advanced Sentinels. When I start a new series, it will be survival mode. That means if I get killed, yes, I'm going to take a hit from the perspective of losing resources, but it means I won't lose the game save. And of course, if for some reason that to be multiplayer you've got to play normal, which I think is going to be a bit unfortunate, but it'd be very interesting to see how Hello Games actually address that issue. And I've come to the wrong ship. You can see here I've got lots and lots of resources all stashed up in here. Let's put that in there. Go to the freighter again. Jump out. Yeah, I got in the wrong one there, so underneath these. And jump in the Appaloosa. And you can see here. I'm just going to put the processor. Don't think I've got a stasis device here. Oh, must have made this stasis device and not actually realised it. Never mind. Make it. I've got a fusion igniter as well. Okay. Oh well, made a bit of cash. That can go to there. I don't think I can make anything else. My ship's got a little bit cluttered recently, and you can see I've got lots and lots of the basic resources. I think it's some of the higher level stuff I need to make, like the quantum processors, which is the reason I wanted to do that mission. Yeah, superconductor. Yeah, I need some rich carbon. I'd have to go back to my base to get that in order to make the superconductors, so that we can actually. And I actually going to need some more circuit boards as well. I think I've got circuit boards back on my base, but never mind. Anyway, let's get back on doing a bit of exploration. But before we jump to the next system, I want to get into here so that we can actually use the economy scanner. Gonna do that. Yeah, so yeah, Cobra TV, his live stream, some of the speculation now is unbelievable about what they think is going to turn up in the next game. I think there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be fairly disappointed no matter how spectacular the next update's going to be. I think there's some people now that have gone so far in what they're expecting. It's going to be a disappointment for them, which is unfortunate. I'm trying to keep my feet firmly placed on the ground in this area. I'm just going to be happy to see an update and see how it goes. Go up, and gonna have to find it. Just see, I'm still trying to push up like that. It won't let me. Let me spin it. Balance. Okay, I think we're going to go with this one. It's 2 planets, 1 moon. I think that'd be fine. I mean, don't want to be really too picky, I suppose. I mean, I probably won't stay and explore all the planets anyway. I just want to. Yeah, it's definitely going to have to. 2 planets, 2 moons. One hidden away from me. Out into here. Oops. Did very well. And we're just going to come down here. I do wonder in the next update whether they're going to extend the combat situation and make combat a bit more interesting. In fact, there's lots of things to do. Anyway, let's just get into here, go out, and so we're going to go out onto the space station, check out the tech, see if they got any tech that's going to be worth it. Actually, notice that that's actually seems to be stopping a bit further away from the space station it did before. I mean, I did have a phase where I was literally on the doorstep of the space station. In fact, the freighter was almost inside of the space station, but now I seem to be a bit of a distance away. Wonder if it lands relative to where you started from. So if you started with the freighter a bit away from the space station, it would return there. If you started right next door, yeah, maybe that's an option. Hello, Mr. Corvax. Let's see what you've got in the way of tech. Let me just grab that. Maybe we'll go looking for some Cryzonite. Let's see what he's got tech-wise. And nice blueprints. And nothing there. Definitely starting to think the tier 3 heat shield is avoiding me. Let's have a talk with this guy. I can't recruit him. Trader appears to be listening to sample music, voices mingle in the grand opera, 1,000 life forms crying out in an alien tragedy. Trader shows no sign that they have noticed me and merely stares. Okay. Give him 10 units. He's a geck. He might take the money. Trader turns startled. Accepts my units with gratitude, giving me a gift in return. Okay, take the zinc. And again, I hope they introduce some more of these. Just yeah, well, grab that. Yeah, give a bit more variety of the conversational element of the game. I mean, that'd be cool. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Electronic life forms will processing a signal that emanates from a distant location deep in space, endlessly processing units and combining the cracked code. Rare elements are being pulled from the resource vaults at their feet, but there's some are running low. We don't have any Cryzonite, so we're not going to steal the elements. The oxides fuel the code cracking procedure. The faint orb glows red and the screen slowly fails. Okay. Maybe we can. Just didn't read that. Presence of the life form, somewhat curious. Teaches me a word of their language. I've got the next word for hazard. I suppose just to make it complete, we might as well talk to the keen bod here as well. Fuel. He wants fuel. Warrior nods at me before taking a small metal idol from the vault at his feet, and they clutch to it. Their eyes gaze over a strange white sheen. Okay, waiting to ask permission, they thrust their hands into the inventory, searching for elements below. Give him some plutonium. Priest hands me somewhat improving offer. Oh well, we've got 41,000 credits. And see if we can make it 3 words in a row. Deaf, joyful warrior. Yep, the warrior seems less aggressive than might expect. Their lips curl over their teeth. Taste my scent. Yeah. Teaches me a word of their language. And we the keen word for interrupts. I interrupt you. So here we go, guys. Go over and do what we always do. Go check the missions, and then I think we'll just go out and do a little bit of exploring. I don't want this video to get too long, because at the moment we're still sat in the middle of a heat wave and it's getting so oppressive. I mean, it's not so much the heat now, it's that we keep getting periods of very high humidity. And again, like heat, we're not used to high humidity in this country. I know some parts of the world where you live with it on a daily basis, but in this country, yeah, we have the odd day where the humidity comes in, especially if there's a thunderstorm, but have multiple days again, like the heat wave, is a little bit unusual. We could, it's just a tier 1. Low level pirates, there's quite a limited selection here. It's nothing that, we got organic catalyst, that could be useful. Okay, let's go with that. Mission industrial. Steal industrial secrets. That's a nice soft touch mission. Wow. Now, this is a disappointment in the making. Oh, now this is a ship that I would love to upgrade. It's bound to be a load of rubbish. It always is. Make it off for the chips line. 27 slots. Against the B class. See, again, this is my argument, guys. I mean, this is the look of ship I would really love to have, but 27 slots against 37 slots, and it's a B class. I mean, see, that comes back to what I think Fork in the Road just talks a little bit about it as well. You know, if you could get a really cool looking ship like that and then just spend a lot of time, I'd be prepared to, you know, if every upgrade was something like 10 or 20 million or something, or more importantly what Fork in the Road said was about linking the ability to upgrade these ships with a guild. I mean, I'd think I'd really do that. I mean, I'd love to do something like that. Especially like if it's to say if you did, I mean, say like they introduced the shipbuilders guild, and you had to work with the shipbuilders guild over time to effectively get to levels so that you can upgrade ships, maybe get access to a spaceport to upgrade freighters, something like that. I think that would add a completely new dimension to the game, rather than just going around buying tech. You know, I mean, that would give more point to the actual missions as well. That say that to be able to do certain expansions, you had to be something like level 10 or something. In fact, it'd be brilliant if they actually named the levels as well. So rather than saying I'm a level 10, you could be like a master ship builder or something like that. I mean, that would give a little bit of role play and dimension, which would fit in well with the whoops, a bit of a, yeah, and it would also fit in very well with the multiplayer, that you can get people would be able to join guilds, and again, player created guilds would be really good as well. Well, okay, I'm talking here and that's counting down. And that flaming hex the entrance. I walked all the way round and we blast our way in, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so I think that would add a dimension to, you know, things like the Galactic Hub, if they had the ability to create their own guild which people could join. And maybe that could be a benefit, that if you joined a player defined guild, return to the space station, you could then get the text that way, or I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling, guys. I'm catching the bug. I'm hanging around Cobra too much. I think there's just so much potential in this game. I think we can be playing it for years to come. But there are certain games that it gets gets you, and even when you get fed up with them, you leave them, you come back, which is exactly what I've done with Crusader Kings 2. I used to play it quite a lot, and then I lost interest. I got more into, well, No Man's Sky, Total War, and now in the last few weeks I've gone back a bit more to playing it again, and I have kept all the DLC up to date. So part of the fun of coming back to it after over a year layoff, I think more than a year, 18 months I think, is having to learn all the new DLCs and the changes they introduced. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that. Don't think there's much else. Let's try out the new scanner. Wow. I think we... Oh, this is only selenium. Oh well, we'll pick this up. Solar vine. Explore this. Pick up. There's a big crop of zinc over there. I think we'll grab that. Wow. That took quite a lot longer than normal. Normally that just gets straight down. Yeah, there's a... Okay, we're going to go straight for it this time. Sometimes you get it up on top, don't you? Oh, this is crazy. Stand on top of the mountain. Like you do. See the whole world around it. Look at the sky effects, actually. Fantastic. Ship flying through the sky there. It's these nice, neat little details that make such a big difference to the game. Yeah, there they are. I definitely must have walked past it. Wow, found it in the end. Right, I think we're gonna way back to the ship. This is quite a rich planet, actually. Oh, look at... Yeah, in its own way, this is a fairly rich planet, full of interesting things. I still want to check out these. Scan them. Actually, I suppose that's another way to do it. Yeah, just make sure it's friendly. Not that there's any real threats now. Famous last words. Definitely a little bit more tougher than... Or was it just my imagination? Yeah, it's probably my imagination. Actually, nah. Was considering testing out the weapon against Sentinels, see how quickly we take them down, but maybe later on. Let's have a little bit of a flyover. Definitely pretty rough terrain, isn't it? Don't seem to use the exocraft so much now. It's almost like I've gone full circle. I mean, when I first started out, I was using the exocraft to explore virtually every planet. Now I just don't seem to feel the need for it. Plus with all the extra shielding, I don't feel I need to the protection. And so I think it's far better just to explore a planet with the ship and walking combination. It's strange how things actually change, the way you approach things. There we go. suppose I could go and sell off that stuff. I wish I should have done, shouldn't I? Well, maybe we'll go looking for a trading station down on the planets there. Maybe that might be a way to go forward. Just go and cash this mission in. I think I've got enough time for one more mission, and then we'll see. I mean, wandering life form. Okay, browse, hand-in mission, organic catalog board. Bit worried about space. Should have checked it before I started this, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. So get charms and those to the starship. Got that plugging up my inventory. Starship. That can probably go to the. Yeah, I can shove that in there for the moment. Things have got a bit swapped around. A whole collection of Gek charms. Right, that's a hand-in mission. Right, organic catalyst. I want loads and loads of them. 5 preferably. Yes, thank you. Exactly what I want. Collect an item, locate a missing person, raid a planetary depot. Don't really want to do that. I think we're going to just go for the simple locate a person. That will then take me to a trading station. We can go and do trading on the trading station. I think that might be the best way forward. And we'll just get that done. And I suppose I've got one question, guys. I mean, what preparations are you making for the galaxy reset? I mean, are you taking your base apart and actually making preparations, or are you just carrying on playing normally and going to wait for it? And oh, what's that there? Okay, it's actually changed to a moon. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Maybe moons are included. Yeah, I mean, the other thing, I mean, I did think about maybe taking the base apart, but in truth, because I took my freighter base apart, I've got nowhere to store all the resources I've used. I've used so many resources to build my base, but if I tried to take it apart, I would lose a lot of it anyway. So I'm just gonna have to take the chance. And I mean, I've watched the people making other videos about storing up lots of cash, and to be honest, I'm not totally certain. Wow, okay, it's a bit different. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not totally certain about the point of doing that, really. I'm totally honest. I got frenzied Sentinels, thank you. Yeah. Anyway, kind of digressing here, guys. So, of course, this is a level 1, so you don't get the bounce, do you? That site sent us to directly. There's no intermediate step. Okay, thank you. Transmit location my target. The client may do what they will. Yeah, I forgot that because this is. Oh, wow. It's bound to be rubbish. Yeah, 18 slot. Right, let's just sell off inventories. Aces device. Yeah, I think we're just going to sell that. More cash than I know what to do with. Sell the gag graph. And minus 8. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not worried about min-maxing the price. You can see here, I've got so much in the way of credits. I can't see the point. Yeah. Here, minus 8% holographic crankshaft. Get rid of that. Suspension fluid. Okay. Let's see if they've got any chrysonite for sale. Gain plus 25%. The holographic crankshaft. Nope, there's nothing here. Well, we could get the thammium. I'm a bit low on thammium. Buy that. Oh well, got the shield. And then it's a nice situation like. Yeah, I got 447, so we're really piling up the nanites again. Just need the tech to spend it on. Don't think maxed out platinum, iridium, the chrysonite. Need to really go and look for that. I'm gonna have to go back to my base. I haven't visited my base for a little while actually. I haven't really, with all the it being a bit hot, I haven't really had the inclination to work on my base. And in the last few days it's been so hot, I haven't really felt that inclined to go and visit my base or work on the base. Obviously I've visited the base. I haven't even really been harvesting it as well. It's star brambles, so I'll go for that. There's some resources around there. Yeah, so I've been a bit lazy from that perspective, guys. In fact, I haven't done that much at all. I've been treating the current warm weather as a bit of a holiday. So, I think a lot of people are doing that as well. That. Something out over there. We're certainly going to go and check that out. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. That's just a patch of soil. Getting that. There's some zinc over there as well. Let's grab that. Just yeah. Hopefully, when the weather breaks, we'll get back into it. But of course, we may get something new or something else coming out, like the next update, which will give us the energy to push forward, or certainly give me the energy to push forward. I know I keep returning to the next update. Some chrysonite there. That's good. Oops, I just killed a creature by accident. What I will put to you, I mean, if any of you is going to restart, are you considering like having a theme? That looks like a Gravitino ball. Yeah, you can keep the Gravitino balls. I mean, are you thinking about having a theme to your Let's Play? You know, in the sense of, you know, a focus rather than just following the main game thread. I keep thinking about it, but I don't have anything that really fits in. I suppose the problem is that we don't know what's in the next update. I think what I'm going to do is when the next update actually comes out, I'll probably spend quite some time going through the patch notes if they actually issue them, and then I'll see if I can get a theme like exploration, base building, maybe staying in the Euclid Galaxy. Actually, let's just do that. I mean, maybe that might be the option. That up. Well, that might clear all my. Nope. That one up. Yeah, so I'm not too sure how I'm going to play it with when I restart. I think that's an explorer up there, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. I think that could be the thumbnail. Yeah. Oh, yep. Get back a little bit, up a bit. Yeah, I like that. Yep. Right. digression over. Right, I think just to wind this part up, guys, what we're going to do is go back up into the space station and cash in that mission. I'm not going to get much for it, but never mind. And that will be it. This part. Oh well, after we. Obviously, I never picked up this stuff quite well for power canisters. And I'm just going to jump in the Silver Mustang. So I've got so much progress, so I don't want to lose it. Yeah, it is an Explorer. Yeah, there's several of them hanging around. They're not unique ships. Again, that's something that it came up on one of, I think it was Cobra's stream or something, about in multiplayer flying in formation as a combat group. I mean, that could be fun. Say like you form a group. I mean, this is pure speculation. I've got no inside information, guys. You could form a group of people who decide to explore the galaxy together, and to do that they would have to travel together, because obviously you've got to jump to another planet, trying to explain to your friends what planet you're aiming for, and then all trying to get to it is going to be quite an epic situation. But then that introduces a dimension to multiplayer, as what happens if say a group of 3 friends are travelling together in multiplayer and somebody can't get on. How does the game resync? I mean, that's another element. Oh shit, my inventory's full up. Anyway, I'm sure all will be revealed. We're just going to cash this in. Well, just keep everything nice and tidy. And emissions. Yep. Emission person. Get a bit of cash. Sure, that mining beam goes down a bit faster than it used to do. Browse missions. Level pirates. Collect items. Collect. Nothing really floats by boat here. There's no real bonus here. I mean, the only ones of real interest I can't do anyway. Okay. Right, I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. What I'm going to do is go across and sell off a lot of this junk. I think that's what we can do. I can go to this ship. Get rid of that. And iron, platinum. I got a tiny bit of chrysolite. Go in as well. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. As I say, I'd be really interested in knowing what preparations you guys are carrying out in preparation for next, because you are literally talking a few weeks. The time will probably go very, very quickly. So all I can say is, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.